Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to a new video. So today's review is actually very interesting and different today because these products were actually sent to me. Now the story behind it was that Jolse.com is actually recruiting 30 reviewers for these moss sheets, and I signed up for it thinking that I wouldn't even get chosen, so I just did it. So once I received the package, I checked the website again and I actually got chosen to be one of the reviewers. So I've been lucky enough, and it's such a rare occasion, so I'm very excited to do this review. So the moss sheets today that I'll be reviewing is by the brand HaruHaru, and I've never heard of this brand. It's very new to me, and looking at the website, it's having a launching event, so I'm assuming it is a new brand. I don't really have much interest in sheet mask in general. Looking at the website, and I had to do a little bit more reading about what this product is because I have no idea what it is, but this is actually made out of horse fermented oil. So hearing that, I was just a little bit blank. I mean, it sounds very new to me, and of course I don't have much interest in sheet mask, so I'm very intrigued with the fact that it's made out of fermented horse oil. But a lot of skincare products have been in the trend of like that organic fermented ingredients, so it's good for your skin, right? I am really intrigued about this and how it would work and how I could compare it to a regular moss sheet that I would use every now and then. Another thing that I didn't know about these moss sheets is that they have different fabric materials, like the sheets itself, depending each type. And for me, I was like aware that there was a cotton sheet mask or a hydrogel mask, but I never knew there'd be different fabric types. So the 4 different types in this kit is the soothing mask, the moisture mask, the lifting mask, and the vitality mask. So those are the 4 types available in this brand. Another thing that I find really interesting about the concept of like the whole packaging and all that, it's kind of Instagram based, and I can't read Korean, right? But looking at the pictures and the moss sheet itself, I do actually get the storyline a bit. For today's review, I decided to do a demo on the vitality mask, and I tend to lean towards the moisture type, but I wanted to try something different today. First thing I noticed when I opened this packet was that the moss sheet was well saturated. I can't say mask sheet properly. It's well saturated, and the product, there's a lot of product in it, like the essence and the serum. Whenever I use a mask sheet, I always use a toner beforehand because toner does actually help balance out your skin, and it also helps absorb the next product that you use after that. And then I applied the mask sheet, and this mask sheet is actually made by tensile fabric, so it's very soft and there's no friction against the skin. And I applied it on my face like how you usually would apply a sheet mask. And another thing that I noticed, this is gonna sound really weird, but for me, whenever I use a sheet mask, it never fits my face. Like, I have to overlap it, and I envy those who just apply it and it sits perfectly on their face, but for me it's completely different. But this one surprisingly had a good fit, and I was very pleased with that. As time goes by, you wear this mask for at least 10 to 20 minutes, so I did 20 minutes, and yeah, I mean, even after that, the sheet wasn't actually dry. It was still well saturated with product, and I just had so much excess that I used the rest on my body, like my hands, my elbows, my arms, all of that. Like, I didn't want to waste the product. And after removing the sheet mask, I tend to just pat it and just let it absorb into the skin. But this time it took me forever to actually get it absorbed because there was just so much left over, and my skin was glowing after taking it off. But like with the excess, I just had to keep patting and patting it because I didn't want to waste it. And yeah, from there, like, my skin was very it was very plump. Like, my skin was like just well moisturized, and it was glowing. That's what I said earlier, right? Even though I've only tried one of these types, I'm actually really impressed so far because it's just very moisturizing on the skin, and it lasts for a long time. And with sheet mask, you don't see immediate results like right after, but if you were to use it consistently, then you would see a difference. But just from this first impression of it, I was really intrigued with how hydrated and like glowy my skin was in general. Like for me, that was a good sign, and I just love how it actually worked on my skin and I didn't break out or anything. Overall, I mean, I still have to try the other 3 types, but I'll update you guys on that later on in the future. But for now, that's pretty much it for the review. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know a little bit about these moss sheets and how they work. And because this review was actually provided by a website, I hope you guys don't assume that I'm just doing this for the actual thing. I mean, this is really based on my experience, and I don't really get anything from this besides the free moss sheets, so I'm just basically informing it to you guys. But I really like it so far, and I can't wait to try the other ones out. That's it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. My hand's being awkward. Bye.